Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And we're off and running from Nissan Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 32. That's going to be caught, Tony Pollard. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Nice loft on that one, but it falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They've got a man in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Into the hands of Tyler Lockett. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
And the Bengals bringing out a 5th DB. They're in the nickel, 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
From the 30 on 2nd down. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And that's good for a gain of 5. Stopped by Cedric Gray. Third and a lone yard coming up. Chubb going for the marker. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, and they go right back to him. And he gets his offense forward to the 44-yard line. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Here we go. 2nd and 3 now. Here's a counter, gives it Cho. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Amani Hooker with the tackle. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third and just 2 to go. Looking to throw, Burrow. Connects with the open man downfield. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They give to Pollard on the option. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Receiver in motion going left. To throw it on 1st down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Tried getting it to Tyler Lockett. So that brings up 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Man in motion here. To throw again on 2nd and 10. Pass caught by Ridley. He's still going at the 30. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 35 out of that one. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers. Get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And he'll score! Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. This guy has been a nightmare to deal with all season, Brock. And I'm not just talking about the ground game. He actually just set a new single-season record for receiving touchdowns by running back with that one.
Pretty awesome. You're already worried about stopping these guys on the ground. That's a full-time job in of itself. But oh, by the way, he's also one of the best pass catchers and the top option in the passing game. You create mismatches with a weapon like this, and he just set an all-timer.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. This return starts at the 5. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They'll start this drive out, 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Burrow. He rolls to his right. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. A give to Chubb, running left. Works his way to the 35. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Chubb. And he bowls through the defense for a touchdown. The Bengals take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing now on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop stop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Another try following the sack. Escapes the pocket. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Bengals are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, that's now two, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got two in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Throwing deep for the end zone. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals parlay the interception into points. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
One after, up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals double their lead to 14. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. First and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Completed over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Second and 3. He finds Tigakongwo for the grab. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Well, they will certainly take that kind of passing from the rookie out of Miami as he gets them the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He's on the move. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Ball at the 33 for first down. They give to Pollard from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down. Throwing from the gun. Completed to Pollard. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Titans will have a first down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
They're now set for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Tyler Lockett on that play. And it's going to be 2nd down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
The give on 2nd to Pollard. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Nashville. It's the Titans, needing 8 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans make it a one-score game before halftime. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping the tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here comes Kene Nwangwu. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Burrow throwing out of the pistol. Got a man, it's Gesicki. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Catch is made down the right sideline. They strike for 23 yards. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They're set up at the 35 now. First down, Burrow to throw. Looking for the end zone and a deep he's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals double their lead to 14. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Pass taken in by Pollard. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Throwing from the gun here. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Bengals get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Burrow from the gun. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. They connect on the deep shot. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals get more points to end a lopsided first half. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals stretch their lead to 21. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Cut out left. And this play heads out of bounds. Marker down, though, Brock. Could be some free yards here. An avoidable mistake, and that one's going to set the coaches off more than almost any other. And now they're going to mark off the yardage. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Completed to Lockett. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
They've got first down from the 31. Tight end going in motion here. Throwing now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away. Up and good from Joseph. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They begin the drive with Chubb. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You've got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Here we go.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Again, it's Chubb. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. Finds his man, Chase. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st. Chubb on the give, headed left. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Sent down by Cody Barton. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Throwing is Burrow. Pass is hauled in by the running back.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly, as a check-down outlet on short throws.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Titans get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL. And especially in the second half, you have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
It's an option right that begins this drive. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Offense to the line for second down. Throwing from his own end zone. Pass taken in by Lockett. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Dax Hill up for the stop.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Now on fourth down, one of the greats, Johnny Hekker, out to punt this away. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Bengals are set up quite well for their next possession. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Headed out right. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Titans are going to take over after the interception. All right, that's now his second interception thrown in this game. Obviously not a stat you want, but he does have those 4 touchdowns to fall back on.
And that pick, well, makes it a little bit better performance for this defense, right? I mean, you get burned 4 times, but at least you got a couple to hang your hat on that you did take away. I'm not sure that fact is going to save them from what's going to be a really rough film session, though.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
To throw here on first down. Deep down the right sideline, it's his running back making the catch. To the house for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's down to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Wangu now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Play action now. Burrow. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They run it from the gun with Chubb. He's got room to roam here. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
First down, they're going to stick with Chubb. Oh, stiff arm. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Burrow setting up the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Titans take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to... pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this one does not go far.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Titans ball, and they could use a score. They come into the 4th trailing. Second down now, 7 to go. From the gun, they go with Pollard. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
To the air, 3rd and long. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
It'll be a field goal try from Joey Sly. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Wangu now to return. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. And off to Chubb to start the drive. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Staying on the ground here with Chubb. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Here we go.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Chubb up the middle. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Titans will get set to take over. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They're going play action. That finds Burks, complete. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Caught by Pollard. And he's going to get stopped for right around the 45-yard line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Back now, pressure on its way. Oh, he got some air under this one, deep down the middle. He lays out for it and makes the catch. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Titans cut it to just 2 late in the game. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. Here we go. The Titans setting up for a big two-point attempt. He's throwing for it. And that catch gets them the 2. We're all tied up here in the 4. Crisis averted, Brock. They got the 2 and the tie for now at least. It looks like they have staved off the L and forced themselves overtime.
Yeah, those 2 critical words you just said right there, for now, like for right now. But there's a lot more time on that clock than this defense would care to see. They got to step up. Offense just stepped up, got the 2-point conversion. Now defense, you got to respond to send this game to overtime.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They give inside to Chubb. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Here he is to throw. Oh, my goodness, it's intercepted. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And the defense has come through. They're in the end zone, and that gives them the lead. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers. And he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Wangu now to return. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Cade. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Ball at the 33 for first down. After the pick, here's Burrow again. Catch made by Chase Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Trying to push it deep downfield. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Amani Hooker has it. And the Titans make the play that should win them this game. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a 3rd time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in one game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best-case scenario in their game plan. This is one of those special games where absolutely everything is clicking. These defenders, it's like they're seeing the entire field in perfect 20/20 vision.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. So here in Nashville, the Titans come away with the win. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Huard, and everyone involved on our crew. I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are your winners as we say goodbye from Nashville.